Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess they'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's coming on in. Come on in. Now, what have I hit? What have I done? Oh, okay. Hang on. I was wondering what was going on, y'all. Okay, I was listening to something else. How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? Everybody doing well and okay? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got in here tonight. Um, Innocent until proven guilty. Lucky Girl, Autumn Breeze, Ashley Stewart, Michelle Tucker, Crystal Bambridge, Hillbilly 29, Innocent, I Want Heart to Touch, My Wrench, Vicky 2, Sleuth Fairy, Killbister, Zigzag, Bella Star, Yanni. Let's see what else we got. D743. Ella Star, Sleuth Fairy, My Ranch. I like to tell people if the outside temperature is 81 degrees, inside a vehicle is 115. That is true, My Ranch. Hey, Audrey P. Yanni, 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 Yanni. Tree, Gail, Laura P. Fonda Cheeseman. Angela, Cinder Mint, Shelly, Lonetta Williams. Let's see who else. Debbie Nelson, Tina Bobina. I love you, Tina. I do. Thank you for everything, Tina. Laura P, Gail, Fonda Cheeseman, Myrtle Burke. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Vicky B, Rain Girl, Candace Morin, Rebecca, Nora Wood. Y'all, I'm way behind on chat. Oh, I'm getting nauseous, y'all. Sassy GG. Gail, my blank screen. The ghetto duck was hilarious. They're devils. They are devils. If y'all haven't watched that video, you've got to go watch it live. Hello, Ashley Stewart and Gail, Canyon and Believe, MC Lick Lick. Everybody's coming in tonight. Hillbilly Nitro, Tams, Kimmy. I love you, Daisy. Thanks for making me feel better after last night. I am so sorry about that, Tina Bobina. It's best to just not even go in those kind of chats. Magic Jack! Missouri Mama! Rebecca G! Welcome, welcome, everybody tonight. How is everybody doing tonight? So I thought we would talk about some true crime tonight, y'all. Hey, Cinder Matt and Tina Bobina. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Last night we talked about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Miss V actually came up and I was just reviewing Toby Keith's boy. He really looks different. I sure wish there was a cure for cancer. Oh, does Toby Keith's son have cancer? Believe? That's sad if he does. That duck sure has an attitude. Yeah, it's got warrior wounds from fighting that damn turkey. What about a duck trying to fight a turkey? Congratulations for your Turtle Island vacay. Did I get voted off Turtle Island, Gail? I probably did, y'all. Really eating dill pickle chips while driving over Lake Ozark, going to check the dumpsters at the Dollar General. Candace, wow. Toby Keith has cancer? Oh no, that's not good. Wow, that's weird because, he was a real American guy. I hate that so bad for him. I really do. I hate that. Prayers for him and his family. It's always the good ones, y'all. Only the good die young. That's sad, though. Very, very, very sad. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. You're on love. I'm on love. What do you mean on love, Gail? Everybody's getting cancer. I know. It's a bad disease, you guys. A bad one. And there's just nothing you can do. Um, but there's just nothing you can do about it. There's so many people that's getting cancer, you know. So sad. My mom loved Toby Keith. I love Toby Keith too. I love Toby Keith as well. It's sad, you all. It's really, really sad. I didn't know he had cancer. If anybody's not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, and please consider becoming a member of the Critters Crime family. We're going to talk about true crime tonight. I've lost 5 family members to cancer. Yeah, yeah, it runs rapid in some families. It does. And it's very sad, 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 sad. I've seen some really bad cancers. The cancers that I have seen, some of them are they actually come from the inside out, and that is bad. That is bad. Hey, bless Lulu, how are you? How are you? I lost my dad to throat cancer. Oh, I've seen throat cancer. That is really, really bad. You are on the island. You are so sweet. Oh, thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. My mom passed with cancer, and my cousin's wife just found out she had breast cancer. That is not good. That is not good. Hey, does anybody have the iPhone app for the membership? Hey, Philly Mac Maniac, how are you? Dee Dee said I was diagnosed with ovarian January 23rd. I had no idea. Did you, Dee Dee, did they take that cancer out? Are they giving you chemo? What are they doing for you, sweetie? My little brother fought cancer for 13 and a half years. God took him at 29. Oh, I'm so sorry. You would think after all the research and stuff that there would be a cure for cancer. They found a spot on my lungs 3 months ago. I go next week for a second CT scan. Yeah, you don't need to play around. That needs to be addressed ASAP. Definitely. You lost your cousin in Michigan and your best friend in California. Lord have mercy, y'all. There's a lot of people that has cancer for sure. The iPhone link is not showing for yours. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where the iPhone link is. So today, guys, I live stream on my farm where you seen the critters fighting like little YouTubers do. It was really, really fun. Throat cancer is horrible. Yes, I've seen someone pass away. Hey, Frankie! They did a complete hysterectomy. I had 7 pound tumor. Ooh, yeah, I've had that myself, but it wasn't. It was benign. It was not. It was not malignant. So I pray that they got it all and it didn't go to your lymph nodes, DD. If anybody's not subbed up to my other channel, Daisy's Farm, it'd be much obliged. If you want to go on over, we do a lot of farm stuff. I go out on my 4-wheeler in the woods and we just talk about things and hang out on the farm. I have chronic myeloid leukemia. It's rough road. I have a great family and I keep laugh. No sympathy, please. Positive attitude is everything, Vicky. Everything. I lost my husband's grandson to acute lymphopatic leukemia when he was 8. And I really believe that the things that was going on in his life at that time had a lot to do with why we lost him so young. But we did lose him very, very young. I just saw on the news in Detroit the 9-year-old brother shot and unalived his 4-year-old brother today. So sad. That is sad. Hey, Penny Monroe, how are you? We are just watching now due to other medical problems that chemo would make worse. Yes, definitely. You definitely want your doctor. Work with a team of doctors. Definitely work with your CA doctors. And I actually, when I had my hysterectomy, they thought I had ovarian cancer. So I seen o, uh, a gynecologist, OBGYN, um, oncologist at the University of Kentucky at the Markey Cancer Center. It's where they took mine out. In fact, both ovaries had tumors on them. It's scary, y'all. They ain't nothing like being scared of having ovarian cancer because ovarian cancer is the most aggressive. That and pancreatic cancer are two of the most aggressive cancers that you can have. with your turkeys being a troublemaker. I know. My turkeys. It was them ducks trying to fight with them turkeys. They're dumb. Why would you want to fight with a big old turkey? They're crazy. My critters are crazy, y'all. Daisy, I think it's a cure for cancer, but they won't let it be known because they lose all their research funding. You could be very, very right. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars go into research every single day. And yet they still can't find a cure. It's really, really sad, y'all. But I do want to address some things, guys, in here. Um, hey, lucky girl. This is a positive channel, and we're going to keep it positive. There's been a lot of negativity on the YouTube streets and a lot of childish behavior, and we're not even going to address that in this chat anymore. If somebody comes in and be's rude or mean, just get rid of them because they're just children and they need to grow up and get a life. And some of the jealousy that's out here for Christine, there are so many creators that's so jealous of Christine, it's unreal. They can't seem to keep Christine out of their mouth. And we all know she's a beautiful person inside and out. Hey, Cinderman. I'm a 12-year-old breast cancer survivor at 33 sessions of radiation. Oh, like Superior. That's awesome. Hey, Sammy. In 2017, I had a 21-pound ovarian cyst that as big as a watermelon. Me too. Not at that time, but earlier, and a 3.5 liter of liquid. Yeah, each ovary. One was the size of a melon, and the other one was the size of a watermelon. And the one that was the size of the watermelon was torted, so it was twisted, and it was cutting off the blood supply. Miss Daisy, when you said "Here comes Mean Girls Club" with those ducks, I just died of laughter. Them ducks are ghetto, you guys. They're ghetto. I ain't lying about it. They're so mean. Big stock when you go to the ER with severe pain, just thinking you are constant. Oh, yeah, I don't. Dee Dee, I probably had about 25 ER visits, and every time they would tell me, "Oh, well, that's not causing your pain." It's absolutely ovarian cyst is the worst pain you could. I laid in the floor and cried like a baby. I disagree with that only because my friend's husband was cured from cancer. In 2019, my father in law was too late in his cancer for his 2009 research pays off. Okay. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Yeah, them ducks are a whole mess, you guys. They are a whole mess. But tonight we're going to talk about the Summer Wells case. We're going to talk about a little bit of Harmony Montgomery, Rachel Morin. As you guys know, we talked a little bit about Galani Day and Kendrick, the young guy that they found in school, and a little bit of a Harmony, a little bit of true crime, you guys. Daisy with Fluffy hanging with that duck, isn't he a goose? Yeah, Fluffy's a goose, but Fluffy's been raised with ducks. So Fluffy hangs with geese sometimes, but she guards over the ducks. Stops the fight. Anyone who has experienced success has a hail of haters. That's right, Hillbilly 29. Or Hillbilly Nitro. That is true. Even when I don't even say a word, they're still coming at me with their childish behavior. So that just goes to show that they're not adults, that they are children still. If anybody hasn't become a member of the Critters Crime family, please consider becoming a member. YouTube bullies are old news. We have ducks and turkeys to tend to. They are, buddy. They are devils. And Benny, did y'all see Benny tear up that fence yesterday in that live stream? He popped that wire like it wasn't nothing. Listen, y'all, my husband had our kayak and a lawnmower on the other side of the barn with a hay bale between them, and he don't know how. But when he got up this morning, our damn kayak was out in the middle of the field, and our damn lawnmower, Beanie had got it somehow and drug it out in the middle of the pasture. He's crazy. My critters are crazy, you all. They are crazy. Daisy, you being a nurse, have you ever heard of a man giving a woman precancer in the cervix having relations with each other? Yes, yes. It's called, oh my gosh. It's actually called genital warts, but there's another name for it now, HPV. It's HPV, yes. Um, a man can give a woman HPV, um, and it causes cancer on the cervix. Yes. Um, and you do have to have them froze off. And I heard it was very painful. But yes, it can be caused from, it's actually a STD form of STD. HPV is. And it's precancerous cells on the cervix. And they can turn to cancer and spread. Miss Daisy, you are a true gem. I appreciate your live farm talks. Oh, you're welcome. Benny could take down a tree. Yes, he could. He could. Hey, Hillbilly 29. HPV is a virus that kind of causes irregular cells, because cancer is really a regular cell. It's not a normal cell. It's not a healthy cell. So yes, it causes precancerous abnormal cell formation. So it is a virus. But they genital warts and HPV is pretty much the same thing. Antibiotics, I had HPV, that's why I had cancer myself. Yeah, it's pretty prevalent in the with young women. Yes, they do have vaccinations, but I would be very careful with those. I don't know. Speak with your doctor about all the, talk to your doctor about all that stuff, your OBGYN. Yes, I did see Benny too. Was thinking you need your cowbell to get after him with that fence. He'll come right at me. He'll come right at me, and we got like one of them electrical things. He'll come at us with that, even though it zaps him. When he gets mad, he tears everything up, y'all. Hibbity Nitro, I know that's controversial. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it can cause that. It can cause cancer. Yes, men can carry the HPV virus. Yes, they can. You want to know what one of the worst viruses is other than HIV and hepatitis? Syphilis. Syphilis is a very, very bad. Um, Syphilis is a very, very bad uh, STD because it actually messes with your brain, and it messes with your brain, and it messes with your cognitive, and you break out all over. It's just horrible. It can cause you to go into dementia. Syphilis is a bad thing, and you can't touch it either. It's very contagious. Hitler had syphilis. Yeah, it causes your mind to go like in your. I've seen people have them when they're elderly. Yeah, yeah. Trigger warning. I forgot. But how did we get onto this, you guys? He could have probably died from syphilis. Syphilis is really bad. There's 150 strains of HPV, 40 affected the genital area, but most don't pose serious risk for health. I don't know why Hey, Lone Star! Yes, lots of people die from syphilis. It causes problems with the brain. Yanni, let me see. Okay. You you go insane. You don't really go insane with syphilis. It just almost causes a dementia, almost like. I'm not real familiar with it before. I found out when I went to the health department. Yeah, that's usually when they'll do a pap smear. You get a free pap. Yeah, yeah. HIV. There's medicines now. It's very expensive. I've had a few AIDS patients and HIV patients before. And the medication is very expensive for them. One was actually on hospice, and yeah, but there is treatable AIDS treatment. Is well, as long as you're HIV. If you're just have HIV, but when it progresses into AIDS, it gets much more serious. I know. And there's actually supposed to be a cure for hepatitis. Listen, in the drug community, you guys, it's bad. Hepatitis C is bad. Almost, yeah. There's so many people that, especially if they do IV drug use, they do get hepatitis C. You're eating the best chili ever. I ate some chili today. Um, yeah, it sounds really good. Hello. Um, on a lighter note, my hubby is home. Oh, Yanni, I'm glad that your husband is home. I do want to tell y'all this, and this is regards to Cam and Allie. Listen, guys, just pray for them. You know, people gets in a hard way, and I just hate to see anybody. They're in a bad place right now, and they just need prayer. Hey, kitty cat, it's okay. Believe you're fine. You want to talk about things, we can, but please, let's just pray for Cam and Allie. Let's not bash them. Let's not go after them. Let's not talk bad about them. I truly believe Cam and Allie are good people at heart. I just feel like right now they're in a bad place and they need help and prayers, y'all. They need help and prayers. So please, let's just pray for them, guys, and be kind. That's all we can do is be kind. You're heartbroken for Cam and Allie. Me too. Me too. And I pray for them because we all know that that Cam's had a rough life. He's shared his experiences with us, and it's not our place to judge, but to pray for them because I really do believe they're very good people at heart. They're just in a bad place. Cam and Allie have a good heart. They have just fallen into a bad sin, and yes, many prayers for them. Uh, yes, I am. I'm heartbroken for their children too. Anytime when you have a drug addiction, guys, children are going to be affected. There's just no other way around it. Hey, Rhonda Lynn, they're going to be affected by the drug addiction. I mean, not just the children, but the whole family is affected with the drug addiction. But that does not mean that you can't get better, and it does not mean that you can't get help. And I feel like if people continue to pray for them, that maybe they can get the help that they need. You have to. Sometimes you just have to hit rock bottom before you can see to reach up and grab a hold of God's hand. And that's what I feel like they may need to do is hit this rock bottom, so they can actually seek help and get help. They do need prayers, guys. They do need prayers. It is unfair to children, but drug addiction is that's just how it is. Like it's very unfair. So that's why you got to handle children very delicately in that situation. I hope they get help. It sounds like Allie may have been using too. That bothers me. Well, it's a good thing that their mothers have custody of the children because they still stay in the family. And maybe that will give them enough heartfelt to actually want to get better for their children, y'all. They need to move away from the people who supply the drugs. They have to get detox first, guys. They have to get detox. They have to be able to get detox. It's sad, y'all. It's very, very sad for them because I genuinely think they're good people. So let's keep them in the prayers too, along with Israel. We still, prayers for Israel, guys. Prayers for this war. Prayers for the soldiers that's going over to this war. Our American soldiers that's heading that way. Um, and stuff. Please, can we go to the true crime? We're heading that way, kitty cat. We are. Yeah, so pray for Israel, pray for the soldiers, and pray for Cayman Alley for sure. But on the short note, let's see, prayer attention all prayer warriors for my daughter's friend. He's only 12 and tried to unalive himself yesterday at school. Oh no, that is so sad. That is so, so sad. You know what I would love to do? Because I think genuinely animals are very healing to children, especially troubled children that doesn't know how to love or be loved. I really think that they need to send children that's depressed and sad out on a farm to work around animals every day and to show their love to animals and let the animals show their love to them. Because you all, listen, I got rid of my little Midnight. I gave him to a YouTuber who is taking very good care of him. Now he's the freaking neighborhood goat. He lives out in the country and he's back and forth to between the neighbors' house, which they're brothers, but still they just have so much personality. And I really think that animals are very therapeutic when it comes to children who are abused or neglected or depressed or anything like that. Like, show them what real life is about, show them what animals can give love. Let them get out there, collect the eggs. My granddaughters, they love to go in the barn and collect eggs, you guys. They love it. In fact, sometimes we have to sneak eggs in there, but they just love it. Hey, forensic anthropology and astrology. Dr. Phil sent troubled kids to a farm in Colorado, I think. Did it work? Now, not for them to be like used as like farm hands, but just ask them to, hey, you want to go collect eggs? Hey, do you want to go put the chickens up? Do you want to go sit out here with the chickens? Or do you want to let the ducks swim? Or do you want to milk a cow? Like, or do you want to pet the baby calf? Like, animals are very therapeutic. It lets people get back to reality of this crazy world we're living in. These poor children are born into a messed up world right now. It's no wonder they're upset and confused. Yes. Yes. I'm so jealous. I want critters. Well, I got plenty of them here. Hey, Sun King, how are you? But yeah, animals are therapy, especially for children that are coming from a very violent house. All they've ever known is violence. They deserve that peace with the children or with the animals. When I feel bad, I watch animal videos. It helps me a lot. Yeah, or I watch camp videos. A lot of times I'll turn it on mute, like right now, and just watch rain. It raining. I don't know why. I'm just stupid like it. But the thing of the matter is that animals bring peace and they bring you back to reality about life. And they were my bestest friends. A chicken was when I was a little. It did work. They worked one on one with animals, goats, sheep, horse, and cows. They bond with the animals. They've even took prisoners out and gave them animals to take care of, like cats, dogs, and stuff. And it helped them tremendously. Hey, Sugar Boom Boom, how are you? Miss V, how are you? I watch Animal Talk. I watch talking animal movies. Oh, okay. Hey, Jan. It's pouring rain here and it's making me nervous. Oh, well, don't get nervous. But yeah, animals are very therapeutic to troubled children, y'all. Children that's been in an abusive house. Listen, guys, I remember those days when I've had to go outside and run outside to get away because I couldn't stand the screaming and the fighting and the breaking things. So I ran up in the mountains or I run downstairs in the basement with my chickens. Animals do help prisoners. Yeah, I seen that. And I think they should do more because that teaches them to be humble. You know, Jesus said, humble yourself as a child. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to humble ourselves. Ken is smart. They did have some excellent lives. Kim, he's very informative, and they're going through. Yes, absolutely. Cam and Allie probably knows more about Summer Wells' case than any of us do. They were Summer Wells when the rest of us were going on to Kylie Rodney, Quentin Simon, and all them. Cam and Allie was still doing Summer's case. The most My most peaceful time of the day is when I sit out in the pig's pen on the swing. There you go, Sammy. It was horrible when someone was murdered at the Turnabout Ranch. Was exposing them Paris Hilton. Oh, did the ranch that they Paris Hilton and that girl go to? Did they really get unalived? I didn't know that. Um, Miss V said, "Great. I babysat my sister's great great granddaughter. We had a wonderful day. They kept me busy. I bet they did, Miss V." My most peaceful time of the day is when I sit out in the pig's pen and swing. I read that, didn't I? Man, I was meant to shepherd the animals as Christ shepherded us. That's right, Sun King. That's right. Y'all, I'm telling you, there's nothing like animals to bring me peace today or any day. I sit outside under the pecan tree and pray. Ooh, I'd love to have a pecan tree, you guys. Ooh, I love me some pecans. Who the hell keeps chickens in the basement? Daisy does. It was down under the house. It wasn't really the basement. It was under the house, so it was outside. And that chicken would sit all year long. All year, I would go get duck eggs and hatch them. That damn chicken wanted to be a mommy, so I would go up there to Kingdom Come State Park and collect eggs, put them underneath that chicken. She'd hatch them. That was my incubator, you guys. Look here, there's Ronald McDonald. He almost won the election last night. Miss Daisy, we all know PG of America has done more for Summer's case than a potbelly Cam. Now, listen here, Ronald. I didn't say PG didn't. Did I say PG didn't? PG has kept Summer's name out here. She has. But so has Cam. You got a lot of votes last night, Ronald McDonald. Let's see. I've been sitting here waiting for the employee to leave, and they left 5 minutes ago, but the parking lot is still lit up, and I'm scared I'll get in trouble. Dumpster diving is legal, right? I I'm a wuss. It depends on what state you're in, Candace. If dumpster diving is legal, you better just call and see if it's legal in your state. Daisy, when I lived in the sticks, I loved my animals and also the wild animals. And I decided they are so wonderful because they are reliable. You can count on them being what they are always. Yes, I agree. 100%. For the love of everything holy, that's a joke. Ronald. But yeah, we are going to talk about Summer Wells' case. There's no new updates on Harmony Montgomery, unfortunately, until there's a trial and her father is going to trial. I will be covering the Harmony Montgomery trial when the mother goes to trial. I will be covering that. Make no mistake, I will. But right now, for anybody that does not know about Harmony Montgomery's case, Montgomery went missing back in 2019. She was given to her dad, who was a felon and who was um, involved in a possible unaliving of a person. She was given to her father at the age of 5 years old, where she was in and out of foster homes because her mother, Crystal, was on drugs. And the last known sighting of her was no, I think it was December of 2019, where her father, her stepmother, and her two siblings was moving out of the house that had no electricity and water into a van, where her mother last spoke to her biological mother last spoke to her on Easter of 2019, where he was very aggressive and he was bullying Harmony around, and he made her hang up the phone with her mother, Crystal. And for 2 years, Crystal never looked for Harmony. Okay. During that time, before Harmony disappeared, Harmony's uncle stepped up and said that he witnessed the father bragging about smacking her around, giving her black eyes, making her stand in the corner until she peed and defecated on herself, making her scrub the commode with a toilet or a toothbrush. CPS came out several times and visited, yet did nothing. Neighbors called about them living in a house with no electricity and water. They went out there and checked it out. Still did not do nothing. And that was October of 2019. They were evicted in December of 2019, where Harmony went missing. And for 2 years, no one knew where Harmony Montgomery was. Well, Harmony's little brother's adopted parents decided that they wanted to find out where Harmony was. So they reached out to Crystal after 2 years, and after 2 years, Crystal started looking for Harmony and could not find Adam, her father, or Harmony. And so the police got involved. By that time, Harmony's stepmom and Adam had broken up, and the stepmother was living with her mother, drawing benefits off Harmony for 2 years, and Harmony had not been accounted for, which Adam said he gave Harmony 2 years prior to Crystal, which they later found out that was not true. And this year we just found out. We know that last year they were seen taking refrigerators, flooring, pieces of closet out of the apartment that Adam and his ex-wife lived in as biological evidence. We found out it was biological evidence of Harmony's body was found in that area. Now we found out that the stepmom, who is now going to be set free due to a plea bargain, which I believe that she shouldn't, admits that they were living in a car. Harmony was Adam was getting agitated and hitting Harmony a lot. And because Harmony would use the bathroom on herself. And that's both ways. She used number 1 and number 2 on herself. And she had to go to the bathroom again. And Adam turned around during that time and proceeded in hurting Harmony. And he hit her so hard that he heard like a snap. And he looked at her stepmother, and said, I believe I hurt her this time. I really believe I hurt her this time. So they continued on doing drugs. For 20 minutes, they sit back there and listen to Harmony moan and groan. And after that 20 minutes, they went back there and they found her deceased little body. Adam then proceeded in taking her little deceased body, putting it in a tote bag, and carrying it around in the back of his trunk for months, and in their apartment, in their refrigerator, in their ceiling, where he furthermore brought Harmony out, where the stepmom witnessed him stuffing in her into a new bag and manipulating her body. Then he put her in another bag where the stepmom helped him. It was a tote bag. He put little Harmony's body into a tote bag, and she witnessed him breaking bones on little Harmony. And the report is just horrible, y'all. It's just horrible what happened to this baby's little deceased body. Long story short, he put that lime on this baby. Then one day she said, and I don't believe this, but this is according to what the stepmom said, that him and another guy took off with Harmony's body and was gone for a long time, and had came back and said that they had gotten rid of her. And it was mentioned that there were several bags that was displayed throughout that town. So that they've never found Harmony's body, but they do know she's deceased, and they do know that her father was the one who done it to her. If you go back and listen to not Crystal's, but the stepmom's interview in the case of I think it was a gun case that they went. I really believe, and even Duty Rom agreed with me. I do think that there may have been some kind of trafficking going on with little Harmony. We don't know. That hasn't come out yet. Her body has not been found. I think that's why he hit her, and I think that might be why the stepmother is not being truthful about where she is. I feel in my heart that the stepmom knows where Harmony's body has been placed, but I do think that this baby went through so much more horrific stuff than what we even can imagine. And it just wants me, and I really, really am angry that the stepmom is not going to be charged, because she did a plea and she told on Adam she's not going to be responsible for little Harmony's life, when she literally sat there and let that baby be abused and unalived in front of her very, very eyes, and did absolutely nothing for her. So um right now we're just waiting for the trial and justice, but I really feel like MC Lick Lick's okay, guys. Harmony's story is a very sad story, you guys. A very, very, very sad story. We've went over this before. It's in the court documents, everything that happened to this baby. But we do still keep her face out here because She's genuinely not been found. We do know that she has been unalive, that she's no longer with us. They found biological evidence in the ceiling of that apartment, in the floors, in the water pipes, and in the refrigerator where the baby had been for so long. So we're just waiting for the trial. Hopefully, this monster gets what's coming to him. But I really believe that I think the stepmom should never have been able to have her children after she let that happen to Harmony. Or I think she needs some jail time too. I really do. Miss Daisy, Mama T said to come in here to tell you to come over. She has some information you may need. Come over. Come over where? But anyways, y'all, little Harmony is a sad, sad story. Very, very, very sad. She's a sad little baby. Did you all watch the thing with Duty Rom today? About Summer's case? Did y'all watch it? My daughter's hamster is going around and around on the squeaky wheel. That's cute. Did y'all watch that where he talked about Summer's case? Boy, oh boy, did he gave some people down the road, didn't he? This is why drug addicts shouldn't have their children. Drugs play a part when they are going through withdrawals. Well, not only that, but he has a history of violence. And because they moved counties, um, the CPS quit following the case. And Crystal actually said that he was related to the CPS worker that gave him Harmony. So I'm sure that CPS worker's not working anymore. But Harmony was failed in so many ways, y'all. So many ways. Definitely these adults are 100% and get the death penalty. I agree. I think that if you hurt a child in any way, you should automatically get the death penalty. I don't care who you are. Tell her I'm on a live stream right now. Miss Daisy, I left a comment on on that live. Someone said something about you and I defended you. Oh, thank you, Sugar Shack. You don't have to defend me, honey. Just let them talk. I don't want y'all getting attacked. Let them children talk because listen, ultimately they're acting like a bunch of children. Normal adults does not act like that, Sugar Shack. Normal adults does not. Hey Karen, A723, how are you? But one thing I did catch at the end of Duty Rom is he said, bring Summer home and lay her to rest. Well, we don't know if Summer's deceased or not. We can't make that decision. We don't know. Summer could very well be alive, y'all. Doesn't just because she's not been found in 2 years doesn't mean she's not still alive, you know? Okay, Vanessa. But Vanessa, if it's anything about any other creators or anything, I really don't want to get in the middle of that because at this point, I'm, yeah, I don't want to get in the middle of anybody else's drama. At this point, I just really don't. Hey, Sleuth Fairy. Hey, DA's D as the world turns. How are you? Harmony's story breaks my heart. She absolutely breaks my heart. She's broke my heart from the beginning. She had nobody, you all. Nobody. Miss Daisy, why did I get timed out for being awesome and giving my opinion? Well, your opinion sometimes ain't the nicest opinion, Ronald. Okay, sweet D. Yeah, I just don't want to get tied up in any more YouTube drama, guys. That's just I don't care if people talks about me. That's fine. Let them. That just shows their age and their mentality. You know, I'm not going to let them mess up my YouTube chats or anything anymore. Miss Daisy, who did a report on summer? I missed what you said. Oh, Duty Rom. Hey, Spike World. How are you? Daisy, can I ask an honest question? Yes, Spike World, you can. Yes, Duty Rom did a live. He did. And he was pretty good, but the only thing I didn't really agree with him on is that he said Summer needed to be brought home and laid to rest. We don't know if Summer's still alive or not. She could very well be still alive. Fine. How are you, Miss Daisy? I'm doing good, Spike World. How are you? Thank you, Sugar Shack, for taking up for me. I know Tina Bobina got attacked in another chat one night, and I'm sorry about that, Tina. I just wouldn't even go into those chats because yeah, they're not adult at all. So yeah, but with Summer's case, we don't know. Ronald for mayor of what? Megaville? Hey, Ronald almost won last night. Now, Ronald got a bunch of votes. I'm sorry, the puke should tell where Harmony is, so she has a special burial. I'm furious. I know. She's not going to. Unfortunately, that little baby's body, kitty cat, was just the what was in those reports were awful. What that monster did to that little baby. I love you, Tina Bobina, though, for taking up for me. You're still believing in America for summer? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm wondering if I got messed with by a troll. I haven't received any mail all week. I'm going to have to go to the post office Monday to see what's up. Oh, Debbie. I don't know. Miss Stacy, do you think Harmony's and Summer's case have similarities in them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think Harmony Montgomery was placed with a monster, and her father did not love her. He only cared about himself. Where Summer was with parents that did care about her and love her. Absolutely, I do not believe for a second that Donna Candace hurt Summer like Adam Montgomery hurt Harmony. No way. They love that baby too much. Love you, Miss Daisy. I will always have your back and the farm's back. Thank you, Tina Bobina. I love you too. I'm getting frustrated with Summer's case. I think we all are, but all these people that's going around saying that something's getting ready to happen and law enforcement, this and that. No, no, and no. No, that's all I got to say is no. Yeah, Adam was a monster. Guys, listen. Don might drink a little bit and get rowdy, but I don't believe he would ever hurt his kids purposely. Do, I don't believe that he hurt him or Candace. Either one would hurt little baby Summer. As far as hitting on her, or beating her, anything, or being mean to her, she was the apple of their eye. Y'all can look at those pictures and see in the videos. You could tell that she was spoiled, that they let her away with anything she wanted. If she wasn't, she wouldn't have been running around that church from going from person to person. She was a very social baby. Miss Daisy, having you give me the first vote, I already won. Thanks, my friend. You're welcome, Ronald. You're welcome. Miss Daisy, is Sheila in here? I pray for her three people. Sheila. Okay, I was asking. No, I don't think it. Yeah, it's okay, Spike World. I appreciate you asking that, though. Hello, dearest Daisy and foreign babies. Please know I have not forgotten you. I love hearing you. Cheery, kind, gentle, caring, godly personality. Yes, I truly feel for Cam and his children and Allie. I understand. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, honey. Um, Helen said they have been saying that for the past 2 years. Always something going to happen. I know. I just shake my head, y'all. Though he did not otherwise, if he did, he wouldn't be so depressed. Let's see. Hillbilly Nitro said, you can't trust on B. He's been saying that nonsense about the bombshell information about for months. He knows nothing. Really, nobody knows nothing in this case. Just like Don said, she just disappeared. Like, how can a child just disappear with nothing? There's no trace. And it happens every day, guys. It happens. Why is Ronald greasing the wheels? I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. Dawn and Candace is actually really doing good, you all. They're working, both of them. Not just one, they're both working. And they stay busy a lot. And they're doing the best they can to get their boys back. And like I said, no way I would ever believe either one of those two would hurt Summer. Not in any way. Not after getting to know them, I wouldn't think they would. Miss Daisy, have you ever seen that post a couple years ago of chickens with little jackets on? I guess some people really do put coats on them in the weather. LOL, it's cute. I was tempted. Well, you can buy some off Timu, actually. You can buy like little bonnets and stuff for the chickens. I thought about doing that, putting it on Henrietta. She'd have it off in 5 seconds, though. But it's really cute. I love it, y'all. Let's see. Chloe says, P.S. Yes, I agree. Free animals. My fur babies are great blessing to me. I've loved and lost many precious but beautiful fur babies in the past. We have urns and a pet cemetery outside. Aww. The boys will return. I believe it will happen before Christmas. I just haven't feeling about it. I hope you're right, forensics. I do. I hope you're right. I hope that they can at least talk to the boys. I think that would ease their minds a little bit just to know everything is okay and talk to the boys. Miss Daisy, please dress one of your chickens up on live. I will. I promise you. I'll order them something from Timu. I got some, but the chickens hate them. They act like I'm killing them, putting coats on them. I gotta see them, Spike World. I do. Hello, Polly Pam. I I thought about making all my chickens coats that year, but I didn't get to. Well, they're cute, especially if they have roosters riding their backs. They get a bald space on the back on their backs, and a lot of people will make like little handkerchiefs to go over their backs to keep the roosters from hurting in their backs. Miss Daisy, I thought the boys wrote the judge asking them not to return. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about like that part of the case because only Don and Candace knows about that part of the case. So we don't really know what's going on with the boys right now. But uh that would be between Don and Candace and the boys. That's their personal things. I don't know. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I have lost a few cats and kittens while rescuing, sadly. I have near beautiful flowers. Yeah, somebody come in my live earlier and said something about my chickens and stuff. Like, animals don't die. Like, they keep bringing up the baby chicks that passed away. And I'm like, really? Have you not ever lived on a farm? Do you not know that animals do die a lot? Hey, Matthew, how are you? Animals do pass away, and especially if you live on a farm, animals die. That is a part of the circle of life. So, yeah. And it's just because they wanted to be evil. They just wanted to be evil and childish. When I dress my little Ginger up, she pouts, won't walk, and a mean mugs the hell out of. Aw, Matthew, what are you doing? Uh oh, Miss V. The boys could have been bribed to say that they didn't want to come home. Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows about that. We had an owl that would try and get our chickens. Yeah, there was a chicken hawk out there today. Miss Daisy, do you think Mama T has some information on Summer's case? No, I really don't. I think it's about something else and somebody else, and that I don't want to get the mixed of. I don't believe anybody has any information on Summer's case at this point, other than law enforcement. Hey, trust no one. Law enforcement is the only ones that know anything about this case. Not no YouTubers that think they know it, that make up stuff, just random stuff, just so they can get clicks and views. The only people that know is law enforcement. Family court is actually not public information. Yes. Baby chickens is really hard to keep alive. Not really. They're not too bad. Certain types, like Rhode Island red chickens, are very hard. I know one year it was really, 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 really hard to raise Rhode Island reds. This year, not so bad. They were doing fine. It was the skunk that got them. And that's what happens on a farm. You have predators come and they will wipe you out. Hello, Mimi, please. Oh, sweet, the beef is here. Time to make some burgers. The beef? What? You're eating cookies, and I'm going to save Matthew some. My daughter's chickens are getting attacked by a family of fox. Get you a trap, Vicky. That's what we do. We trap ours. But you have to also make sure that they can't get in. Hang on, y'all. Just a second. Somebody's sending me a message. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Hey, Fitz, how are you? You doing okay? Happy. I'm happy you have been a true friend to Can Can. She needs that. Too many people pretend to be her friends and keep doing. Chicks are great persons. Well, I'm not the only one that is friends with Can Can. She does have a lot of good friends behind the scenes. She actually has some really genuine friends other than me, and I'm grateful for that. That her and Dawn has friends that they can trust and stuff. If they are building a case, they're not going to bring anything out until it's time. Exactly. Karen, I know you've followed this case. I believe the public is a huge help, or can be, aside from those trying to make drama. Ellie, I have learned the hard way. Ellie's not always on the up and up, sadly. That's true. Just just because they're not talking does not mean that they don't have new information or anything. But I really believe honestly that they don't. Sorry for having to message you. Ding, ding, ding. It's okay. Hey, Lisa Miller. Miss Daisy, did you see my post about needing prayer? Is Sheila on here? You mean Shayla? Sayla? I have not. I've not seen that post, honey. I'm sorry. Daisy, I've often wondered, Dear sweet summer may just possibly fell down the chimney because Dawn said she goes and bothers her. Well, the thing is that there's been so many dogs on that property, and that property has been searched so many times that if Summer was anywhere on that property, they would have found her. Make no mistake. There's definitely a huge difference for the better with the support you've given Miss Daisy and others. Well, we know more about Summer now. I know a lot of people has come after me over having Donna Candace, but Candace has opened up, and we know a lot more about Summer than we ever knew um, before. Agree, sugar. When it is solved, a lot of people will be eating crow. I believe it will be someone out of the left field whose name has never been mentioned before. That's my feeling, and that's usually what it is. Anthropology or astrology, Lord, y'all. Sorry, that's usually who it is. It's usually somebody that we don't even know, like out of the blue. Let me tell you something. If one girl researches, that is definitely Christina. Christina is a research. She has stuff on this case from way back to when Summer first went missing. And she has looked at every possible scenario, everything. She really knows this case in and out. Lisa Miller, we haven't seen her, but prayers for you and the loved ones. Yeah, I've not seen Selah tonight. Maybe she'll pop in a little while. But Christine is a crime sleuth. I love your latest video on summer forensics. I've not seen that one. I'll tell you what, we do got some really good sleuths over here, y'all. We got Christina, she's a good sleuth. We got Trust No One. We got Chrissy Prissy. Like them girls, bam, they're on it. They don't play. They are on it, y'all. So Christine has definitely found her calling. Yes, she has. Christine's like one of those people that's a perfectionist. She's good at everything that she does. My older sister's like that. She's a perfectionist. She can bake, look at a picture and make a cake exactly like that picture. Like she's a perfectionist. She made straight A's in college. Her house is like freaking immaculate. She spent 10 years trying to uh, have the perfect home built. She probably has like a $500,000 home that she's got for a very, very low price. So, yeah. Miss Daisy, I'm not positive about the chimney theory, but quite sure no chimney because wood stovepipes run out of the basement. So she couldn't fit in that, right, Dee Dee? I wouldn't think. I wish more people could talk like adults amidst the difference of opinion. People are just so hateful. I agree. I agree. Daisy, I wish you would watch her seriously. Take 30 minutes of your time. It's very, very interesting. Okay. Miss V said, nope. Dee Dee said no. My great niece is having a baby boy next month. I guess who's gonna be the babysitter while her and her sister is working? You, Miss V. I've been wanting me a baby now. I'm gonna have me one. Yes, yes, yes. Miss V, I know you'll be so good to that baby. That baby's gonna be so blessed. Miss V is one too. Miss V actually has a channel where she does searching and sleuthing. She's a sleuther too. Now, Daisy, on the other hand, I'm not a sleuther. I'm not, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a sleuther. I don't have a desire to look up people, and I mean, I want to look into things deeply, but I don't go very deep. Not like some of y'all do, man. Y'all go hard. You miss yours being little. I miss mine being little too. I do think it's strange though that it only came out in the past year that Summer got up on the roof with the boys. Well, I know this. Dawn had been in jail for 9 months. And Candace has not been online. So since Dawn's been back out of jail, getting his life together, he's been talking more openly about things. Let's see. I've been down that rabbit hole when it comes to Summer, and I'm mentally and physically exhausted. I'll wait for Ellie. I think we all are. And I think people are just burning it up and really making shit up to suit their fancy. I mean, I really do. I believe they're just totally making stuff up now about Summer's case. And the sad part of it is people are believing it. They really are believing it. That's the sad part of it. That they're believing the shit that people are saying. And it's being made up daily. It's not just something that's made up here and there. It's a daily made up bullshit about Summer's case. And but he has said he watched them, Rhonda Lynn. Who was it? So if Summer had fell down the chimney, they would have smelled something by now. Yeah, I think the dogs would have picked that up too, y'all. I really do. I think if she would have fell down that chimney, that the dogs would have picked that up. Not sure if you spoke on it or not, Daisy, but how do you feel about Brandon Lawson getting out after only serving a year? Slap on the wrist for a Class C felony on 4 counts of aggravated SA. I do not like it one bit. Trust no one. I do not. That we all know how I feel about pedophiles. I'm not in favor of pedophiles at all. Hello. I'm that crazy cow. Come on. What did I miss about chimney? Somebody just come in here and said that they thought maybe that uh Summer might have fell down the chimney or something, but I don't believe she could do. They would have already found her. They've searched that place through and through. I trust law enforcement. They won't give up. It will be solved by law enforcement. The rest is grasping at straws to create content for clicks and subs. I agree with you, forensics. Miss V said the new baby will take my mind off missing my nephew. So I need this baby as much as he's going to need a babysitter. And that baby is going to be blessed. He is going to be blessed. I don't know, but I do not agree with him getting out like that, especially with those charges. But who am I don't know. But hey, we all have to stand before our main judge one day, and that judge, he don't give time out. He don't give second chances. Our second chances is here on earth. When we meet up with the big man and we stand before him, that's really going to be the scary part. LE workers are human too, with families and relatives, and you can't help what dumb relatives do. I'm embarrassed for the good LE people. Listen, we've got wonderful law enforcement here where I'm at. They're absolutely wonderful, you guys. I can't believe Brandon got such a time as that. Um, but yeah, people doesn't realize what law enforcement has to go through. We've got good and bad in everything that we do. There's good nurses, bad nurses. There's good teachers, bad teachers. There's good and bad in everything. Um, and man, if we didn't have our law enforcement, we'd be in bad place, a bad place, a definitely bad place. But yeah, if people says that they know anything about this case, they don't. They're just making stuff up every single day. They're coming up with new stuff to try to make their agenda fit. I think Don and Candace has answered every freaking question that people has ever wanted to know. They've answered. And the little video of Summer dancing in the rain, y'all heard Candace with your own mouth. She was just playing in the rain. That's all she was doing, just playing in the rain. I thought I heard Brandon had pics of toddler. I don't know. I don't know about that, Carly. When you're an LE officer, you find yourself in a battle because even your own kids might do something wrong, like burglary or hanging out with the wrong people against you. Yeah, we're not all. None of us are far like our family members. I think everybody has a family member that is in some kind that has a drug addiction. I don't think there's not many people that don't have drug addiction, family members that have drug addictions. I honestly do believe that they have family that has a drug addictions. And it's sad. It's very sad. Very sad for them. But as far as Summer's case, I know a lot of people wants to know more about Summer's case, but there's really nothing new on Summer's case. There's just nothing new. And if anybody says they know something new about it, they're lying. They're lying. Um, let's see. TNO Lord knows what he's done that he would know about. But yeah, I don't know that. Listen, guys, if he done that and he just got a year, that is not right. Has he been in jail a year? Do y'all know? Or has it been less than a year? Because it didn't seem like it'd been that long when he was put in jail. But did I think it was actually allegedly Frank Light that did that. Allegedly Frank Light also had some charges like that as well. I'm the black sheep of my family. I'm weird but harmless, but fortunately never been in trouble with the law. Me neither. Forensics, me neither. And I don't plan on it either. So he only got a year. He was supposed to serve 20 years and they let him out in a year? Oh, that is not good. Not good at all. When my kids were small, I was so paranoid. I always watched them close, not even in the backyard without me. I didn't take any chances. Me too, Yanni. Me too. There's at least 5 scenarios of what could have happened to Summer. Oh, there's more than five. There's so many. So many. Right? Trust no one. That's the absolute truth. That's sad, y'all. Because we who's going to be a voice for these little children, y'all? We have to be a voice for these little children. Didn't he get probation also? Got to go home, waiting trial? That I'm not for sure. People buy burn barrels here all the time. Some of them have huge things wrote on them. Yeah, I don't believe that burn barrel thing at all. If you listen to Candace, like she said, Summer was just playing in the rain. She was just playing in the rain. I was always protective of my kids. I never had a babysitter other than my parents. A lot of people don't trust anybody but their parents. And I don't blame them. That's the only one I would trust. Occasionally, Jinkies, but mostly the parents, you know, my parents would be the ones that I trusted the most. My mom and dad helped me through nursing school, y'all. If it wasn't for them, I don't know. I really don't know. Because ultimately, my parents helped me get through every bit of it. Hang on just a second, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. We just got home. I'm stomping mad. Found out nepotism's go- nepotism is going in at work. I could spit nails. What's nepoism? Tism. What's nepotism? And the hundreds of milk jug videos, which means nothing. I know they have went through everything and analyzed every little thing. Don and Candace has said they analyze everything I say, y'all. Lord have mercy. I don't get the infatuation. Let's see. Same here, Miss Daisy. My parents were so good to me and they babysat while I went through my medical schooling and internship. I had it so good and I'm so thankful. Yes, my mom and dad loved to have them girls. They tried to claim them girls and I just let them. I let them. My mom had her own clothing line for them girls. And she'd put hair bows in their hair and make them have those little peacocks. But I let my mom and dad because I know that my mom and dad wasn't going to be with me long. I just knew in my heart that they weren't going to be with us. So I just let them think them girls of mine was theirs. And they did. And that's one of the things my daddy said to me is I hate to leave the girls. I want to see them grow up when he was sick. Nepotism is showing favoritism to someone because they are related or friends with someone. Oh, that happens all the time, Carice. That unfortunately that happens so much. Nepotism is unethical and immoral, bad business practice. I agree. I agree with you 100%, Carice. And we see it all the time. All the time. And it doesn't matter if somebody's got a friend and their friend's sorrier and cornier than I don't know what, and their friend's sitting up there yakking while people's up there busting their tails. You most guarantee that their friend will get promoted over you. That's just how it works. That's life, y'all. Let's see. Yanni's getting the trolls. Oh, Miss Daisy, that is so wonderful about your mama. My mama was always about sewing and making clothes too, so I know what you mean. Oh yeah, my mom didn't make clothes for them. She just bought them. She had her special clothes that she wanted to doll them up in. They were two little beautiful girls. My daughters were. So she liked to dress them up like she wanted to dress them up. So when I was in nursing school and happened to travel and do clinicals and stuff, mom was dressing them up, mom and dad, taking them out to KFC every day. They went out to eat every day with my mom and dad. That's why my oldest daughter loves KFC to this day. I just let them do it because I just let them do it because they just wanted that was their babies, I guess. My boss gets away with all kinds of BS. He jumps all over us, then demoted a girl to give her him her position. Yes, that happens a lot, Carice. Unfortunately, it happens a lot. Well, that's still really sweet. Thank you, Cindermint. Me and my mom always didn't get along, but I always tried to get along with her. She was just really hard to get along with. Me and her didn't see eye to eye. She said some really mean, cruel things. I craved KFC when I was preggers. The KFC in Israel tastes better. Listen, they ain't no KFC. Well, no, that wasn't KFC. That was Lee's famous recipe. Better than the chicken in the ghetto in St. Louis, Missouri. And them baked beans, y'all. Y'all remember that when me and Jinkies went and got that chicken? That was the best darn chicken I've ever eaten my whole life. And it was in downtown Illinois or Missouri, St. Louis, in the ghetto. Remember, Jinkies got us lost in the ghetto? We stopped at the KFC. Not the KFC, but the Lee's chicken. And boy, was that good chicken. And then baked beans, oh my God. Them was the best baked beans in the world, y'all. Daisy, my mom's tough to get along with too. I feel for you. Well, my mom's passed away since then and everything, and I forgave her. I guess I just never did get over her pulling me away from my grandmother and my family in Michigan and bringing us to Kentucky, where we suffered a lot. But I was good to my mom and dad, and I let them have the babies to act like they were theirs, because basically that they were their babies too. So you can't beat grandma and grandpa. St. Louis is the bomb for chicken and barbecue. Uh, this trucker knows. Yes, ma'am. Me and Jinkies went on a trip to see Amanda when Amanda was in the hospital when she first got run over with the truck. And we actually didn't fight. Jinkies got us lost in the ghetto. So we decided to stop at the KFC or the Lee's Chicken. Man, that was the best chicken. And that barbecue baked beans had to be made homemade because it was so good. Oh my Lord. Let me see if I can find that video. It's funny. That video of me and Jinkies when we went to see Amanda. It was actually a live stream. Those was the good old days. That was really traumatic for us that day when we went to see Amanda. It was real traumatic because I still miss her. I still think about her all the time. That little shit called me all hours of the night. She was my ride or die. She definitely was. Let me see if I can find that where we found that chicken at the KFC. Hang on. That was way back when. Amanda passed away in December of last year, so it was bad. We went to we went to Kansas. We went to Kansas City, Missouri. Hang on. See if I can find it. Me and Jinkies. We didn't fight near as what we did that day at the thing. Hang on. This when. Oh, y'all want to see that fight between that Jinkies was talking about, where she said I wouldn't let her between Jimbo and it. Well, no, I ain't gonna get in the middle of that. Never mind. I was gonna play it. I ain't going to now though. Hang on, you. That's at night. Ryan up church came in. They were all fussing. He said, "What did I just walk into?" I just let them fight. Ding, ding, ding. Round one. Ding, ding, ding. Round two. Hang on. Uh, when did that happen? A year ago. Chicken and baked beans. Amanda. Party on the farm. I remember when that happened to Ernie. Remember when Ernie got I was running down the road and stuff, and I was going to show Amanda, and Amanda said she didn't want to see it because she didn't want to see Ernie get hurt. I think it was October of last year. No, it was in July. I must have it in private for some reason. I don't know why. I was going to show it, but I don't know. It was when we were heading to Kansas City, Missouri. And it was a couple days after Amanda got run over by that truck. It was actually really sad. This is one line about Amanda, but I think it's not. I think this is one I was griping about. That no, I must have put that one in private. I must have put that live in private because I was going to show it. Me and Jinkies riding down the road in St. Louis when I got that damn chicken. Maybe I put it in a video. Here's Amanda singing. If anybody's never heard Amanda sing, I'm gonna bring it up. Amanda was my husband's niece, but she pretty much was mine. She stayed with me all the time. She was wild child, but I loved her. But here she is singing. Hang on. She was killed last year.
Superman could take you in his bedroom, baby. Hit you with some front, back, and side to side. Hydraulics on a stormy night. Break you off something proper like. Ain't no need for you to perpetrate, 'cause he will accommodate, and you will appreciate the way he flip you up, down, and round and round. And now to make you scream and shout, shawty, put your thing down, down, down. He ain't your boyfriend, he ain't your husband. Just somebody you can call when your body needs a fix. He'll put you in the mix, then you'll leave him asking, what's my name? Say my name's Black of LA. Every woman needs her own Blackavelli, a brother she can call when her man ain't doing her right. He can work it all night until the morning light, make it feel right, right.
She's a wild child, y'all. You can't tame the wild. You can't tame the wild. Yeah, her daughter sings just like her. Her daughter is a mini me. Look, here's Auntie Sherry dancing. Wild child, y'all. Wild child. Oh, my Lord. I might have made a video of that. Hang on. Here's when Cam came up and sung for us. Do y'all remember that when Cam came up and sung? Most of these are. Uh, I don't think I did a video with Big Mama. A big video. No. Look here, y'all.
Hey, it's your dry skin. Help me lock in moisture now.
I don't know why it's so little. Look here.
No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down tonight. Only just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it
Wild, 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 wild woman, y'all. There ain't no doubt about it. She was rocking the house down. Finished my previous message. It was so funny in a respectful way seeing Candace sleeping in a red hoodie. She looked exhausted. Poor Can. It looked hilarious seeing her sleeping. It was comical. Okay. Y'all want to see one of my older videos of Summer Wells? Let me see if I can bring it back up. Oh my goodness. Andrew Hiltz. Y'all. How many of y'all ever watched the Delphi murders? Have y'all watched that? Do y'all know about the Delphi case? You remember that night? We used to have some good old days. We did. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. No, I'm not, because it's mean. I was gonna show y'all something, but it's kind of mean. So I better not. Poor guy's getting desperate for content. I know. I reckon he's fighting with everybody. I reckon. She does have good moves. Auntie Sherry can get down, y'all. Make no mistake. Auntie Sherry can dance. She definitely can. I'm going to put a link down if anybody wants to just come up here and talk about that. You've learned a lot about the Delphi case. I actually have a video about it. Let me put the link down here. Everyone's going over the old stuff. Interview with H. I'll be honest, caught a few things I didn't the first time. Yeah, but it's you still just don't. Sorry, Daisy. I meant when Can was asleep at church. Oh, okay. Hang on, y'all. I'm gonna look at my old videos, see what we can find. Because I have some old stuff here that I found out when I first started doing Summer Wells's case. Okay, I want to show you guys this. This is a comparison that I did of the Delphi case with Richard Allen and the guy that says the bridge guy that says down the hill. My voice is a little bit musty in this, but you can ultimately see. I'd like to talk about the murders of Abigail Wilson and Lemmy German in Delphi, Indiana, that happened while dropped off at a trail, walking across the bridge. The girls noted that this man was following them. So Libby got concern, and she took a snap of this man walking. Now, since then, there has been a man arrested, Ricky Allen, who 2 months prior had done a video. His wife had done a video on social media, There he is. and I wanted to do a comparison
Look how
to
close he
see
is to
if
the
you
ground.
all think that this man looks like the man that was walking in the video that she had snapped. To me, he looks a lot like him, and there's an eerie feeling about this guy. I don't know, but I really think this comparison
Look how much
really
he looks like
shows what really this guy looks like and what his potential. Now, this was taking 2 months
that bridge.
before the murders. So this guy was acting pretty creepy in this video as well.
Let's see.
What do you all think? Do you all think that this could be the possible murder of Abigail and
Like
Libby?
him, I think.
Let me know in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm Crime Crazy Critters on the Farm on YouTube. Please check it out if you're over there, and God bless.
Oh, let's go back. I want to show y'all the comparisons of him and Richard Allen.
Comparison.
Look at this. This is Richard Allen. This is the bridge guy. This is Richard Allen. This is the bridge guy. Look. Can you all not see how much he looks just like the bridge guy? You think he looks like him too? He's built like him. His face is round like him. You think it does look like him? Well, in the documentation, it says that I seen that bridge condition. They should repair it or close it. They really should. They should block it off anyway because of what happened to those girls. Hey, Mindy McGee, how are you? Yeah, and it sounds like him too. There is a recording of him also, and it says where it says guys down the hill, and then the recording of his wife. I think Plunder actually has that. Let me go back and see if I can find that on Plunder. Hang on just a second. Let me take this down. Because Plunder actually, I think she actually has a video of Richard Allen. Oh, let's see, Plunder, Delphi. I think this is it right here. It is. Hang on. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it because this is actually Plunder talking about this, and she's doing a comparison.
Allen's wife, Kathy, posted to Facebook about their hike on Charlie's Bunyan in the Great Smoky Mountains in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Richard mostly hides his eyes beneath the bill of his cap or sunglasses in photos. He doesn't smile. "Oh my," Kathy wrote, "I cannot hardly walk now. My calves are killing me." Hike was nothing but boulders uphill the whole 4.8 miles one way, then back down. Took us about 7 hours up and back, but it was worth it and beautiful. My husband said I looked pitiful on the way down. I felt pitiful. The previous day, the couple rode the sky lift, a video wherein Richard speaks. However, in the Charlie's Bunyan video, he doesn't speak. He seems to intentionally turn away from the glaring eye of the videographer. Since Richard completed that nearly 5-mile hike and a 3-mile one the following day, couldn't he have easily hiked the 1.5 miles or so from his house along Delphi's Bridge Creek to the infamous Monon High Bridge and back? On September 23, 2018, Richard Allen's wife, Kathy, posted to Facebook about their hike on Charlie's Bunyan in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Let's see what else we can find. Because she's got a comparison on there of the voice. Delphi speaks to his wife in Gatlinburg. Maybe this is the one.
September 23rd, 2018. Richard Allen's voice can be heard making a rare appearance in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, riding the sky lift with his wife.
Down, we're going down. Shut up. It's not going to snap. I'm gyrating, but it's not going to snap. Oh my God.
There's a wheelchair coming up.
What? Oh my God. Lonely wheelchair. Wasn't that interesting? Why are we stopping? Why are we stopping? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my God. It's way up the hill. I don't know about this. Oh.
Watching the cables now. There's the wheelchair coming up.
September 23rd, 2018. Richard
Wow.
Allen.
I think it sounds just like him. Do y'all think it sounds like him too? Look, he's a handsome man. He was a normal man. Okay, Frankie just scolded me. Okay, Frankie. But the thing is, he was a handsome man, and he worked in the CVS pharmacy there in Delphi. But man, he has to have some kind of link to this case. I don't care what nobody says. He is definitely linked to this case. But Plunder was one of the first ones that reported it. There's also a video of him. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Oh yeah, there is Plunder. I want y'all to hear this too. It's an eerie resemblance between Libby and Richard Allen's daughter. Here we go.
29 Facebook videos that were displayed publicly before she deleted all of her Facebook account. After Kathy's husband, Richard Allen, was arrested. 50-year-old Richard Allen was arrested, and he was taken into custody at the Indiana State Police's post in West Lafayette on Wednesday, October 26th. But many of us didn't really hear the news until Friday, October 28th. That was the Friday that Richard was formally charged with 2 counts of murder. I spent that Friday and Saturday and Sunday gathering as much information as I could from Facebook to learn about Richard Allen.
I'll tell you this much. He was definitely a creepy looking man. This is a long video, but this actually probably does show where all this happened at. Let's see.
Story, not publish the photos of family members if they're not necessarily central to the story or if their lives could be put in danger. That's another thing that the victims' family members have encouraged people to do, is just to wait for due process to unfold and just not go on this witch hunt, blaming Richard's wife and his daughter, claiming they had knowledge of things that they may not have had knowledge of. But during the all-important year when Abby and Libby went missing and afterward in 2017 and after, no post could be seen posted in Kathy's public profile about the missing girls. After all, they were only missing a short time, unfortunately, before their bodies were recovered on Valentine's Day in 2017. But I didn't see anything Kathy posted about the bridge guy, nothing publicly. I didn't see any pleas for help find this man. I didn't see his wanted posters. I didn't see Kathy publicly sharing anything about the infamous Down the Hill video. That's the man who we believe would ironically turn out to be her husband. Did she do this on purpose? Did she have an inkling? Was she in denial?
She had to know, because he admitted to being there that day. And he was wearing those clothes.
Was she blindsided like the rest of Delphi? There were no visible posts on Kathy's Facebook page in 2015. That's the year we've learned there was some kind of domestic incident with Richard Allen and his wife, Kathy. Apparently, It involved Richard being intoxicated and Kathy taking him to a hospital, but we don't have a lot of details about that incident. We don't have the 911 call, if there is one, or just...
I'll tell you this much. There's something more sinister with that man. No doubt.
There's not much detail. That would coincide with the rumors we've heard about Richard allegedly checking himself into some type of 30-day treatment after the murders occurred. Certain things we haven't seen black and white physical evidence proof of, but we know there was a domestic incident. According to rumors online, Kathy's marriage to Richard was plagued with more than one domestic incident, but we've only found proof allegedly of the one in 2015. But Kathy did hint at trouble on November 22nd, 2016 on Facebook when she wrote, "So tired of feeling like this every day." Her Facebook friend replied, "Wish I could make it better." Maybe it wasn't necessarily a direct inference to her marriage to Richard. She might have been posting on Facebook about the recent losses of family members that Kathy had experienced during that time.
Wow. See, there's always some kind of something that happens right before. And Richard Allen is also linked to an elderly couple in Michigan, I think. There he's also a person of interest in that. Okay, here we go.
When 2016 closed out, Kathy posted about date nights with her husband, Ricky, as she called him. Richard Allen's wife, Kathy Allen, sneaked up on him November 29, 2016, and he jumped and immediately closed the folder he was reading. She had written, "Had a great weekend with my hubby. Christmas shopping at Castleton Square Mall and Von Maur store is one of my favorites, especially during the holidays. They have a live pianist, and I love the holiday decor and atmosphere." Ricky, however, about fell asleep waiting for me to finish shopping. Then I, quote, stalked him out in the parking lot waiting in our car. Had a great 25th anniversary dinner at Ruth's, Chris, and Carmel. Best steak ever. Little did she know, within a few months, 2 young girls would lose their lives. In 2022, her husband would be arrested in connection to the case.
Look how creepy he is, y'all. He's very, very creepy.
Interspersed with videos that noted just how fast a poor little bony cat who showed up at their house was eating the food she provided. It kind of gives us insight into her heart.
I also heard that the cat's hair was found on one of the girls. Now I don't know how true that is. Hang on, y'all. I got to plug up my computer. But I heard that that cute.
Did you know that now you can use AI in Adobe Express to make literally any image or text for your design? You can make something out of this world like holographic alien text. Creating unique images that bloom is so easy.
Oh, you hungry?
She seems like a kind animal lover, just like Richard Allen's mom. Her Facebook posts point to a kind woman. By December 6th, 2016, Kathy was working on getting her late brother John's Facebook account memorialized. She mentioned some kind of upsetting hacking by, quote, a monster of a person or persons who must have made her dead brother's account seem active. Isn't it ironic? Did Kathy know she was sleeping with a monster or would-be soon-to-be monster at that point? If, indeed, Richard Allen is found guilty for the Abby and Libby crimes, if that was his first incident of a crime, the disappearance of Abby and Libby on February 13th, 2017 would draw international attention.
Yeah. No. That's what you're in the heart of the gold belt up there. Holy smokes.
Are you freaking kidding me?
$20 a day, Canada.
On December 6th, 2018,
You need to stop. You need to stop.
You know,
I need to stop.
she sounds as crazy as him, though. Do you not think? She sounds about as crazy as he is. Credits to Plunder, y'all. Fair use. Credits to Plunder. But I think she's a little wacky tacky too. Hang on, y'all. I gotta find my computer charger. Hang on.
But you know what? I'm not going to. It's been a really long day. Oh God!
Dummy. 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 Dummy.
Richard Allen's wife, Kathy, posted another Facebook video from the vault, Thanksgiving. It appears she caught him on video once more without his knowledge, performing some unknown action in the backyard near a cat. What is in Ricky's hand? It seems silver and shiny with a black handle. You can see his boots and a blue jacket as well. On December 11th, 2016, Kathy wrote that, quote, hubby and I had a great night shooting pool and spending time together at our local bar. And one of us finally got brave enough to sing karaoke for the first time ever and wasn't even drunk. And my husband has the moves like Jagger. I don't know if Kathy was referring to herself just singing along with Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner at that point, but she was trying to get Ricky to dance. He does a little dance at the pool table and he comes around and then he starts jumping around all crazy. On December 11th, 2016, Richard Allen's wife, Kathy, uploaded a Facebook video of her laughing and singing along to a rendition of Sweet Home Alabama, a song by Leonard Skinner, as she filmed her husband.
Hey guys, this is really, really creepy right here. This part is creepy because this shows you how really creepy he is.
Husband shooting pool. Does your conscience bother you? Tell the truth, the male singer crooned. Dance, baby, Kathy implored her husband on the frigid December day 2 months before Abby and Libby would go missing. Ricky, as she often called him, began hopping around maniacally as she howled with laughter. In the comments, one Facebook friend joked, "He's taken, ladies." Kathy wrote, "Bah ha ha ha, he's a hot one." Another male Facebook friend wrote, "I wasn't expecting him to bust out the lady killer moves at the end. I LOL'd and watched it a few times." Kathy answered, "His dancing skills cannot be imitated." Cry laughing face. You can't really tell his normal walk quite clearly at that point. And you definitely can't hear his voice. In many videos, he's not speaking or there's music going, but it does show they like hanging out at bars. They like playing pool. You're going to see how much of a love of hiking they have as well. A few days later, on December 15th, 2016, Kathy woke up with heartache, literally, for all her past relatives and missing them so much, especially during the holidays. She wrote, "I'm okay 1 minute and instantly crying the next. Missing my brother so much right now as I shop for holiday gifts."
So yeah, that just kind of shows you how creepy he is, y'all. Richard Allen. I really do believe that Richard Allen had more to do. I do think that I think Richard Allen had more going on. I think I don't think this is his first rodeo. I think he's a serial killer, to be honest with you. The things that he did to those girls, I do think he's into the Odinism himself, and I think he's a serial killer. I really do. I can't help to think that. But yeah, I do. I think he's a serial killer. Make no mistake. And, so that live was ended. Sorry, guys. Uh, but yeah, the thing is, if he hadn't been involved with this case, I wouldn't think anything about his actions otherwise. I would just think he's quirky. That is true. That is true. I know people are good at fooling you. I mean, I'm probably a very stupid person. I trust people very, very, very. I do trust people, and I get hurt a lot because of it. Amazing how Sherry is babbling person. That's great. Sherry, oh, thank you, Sue Ferry, for putting that out. But yeah, Plunder covers this, and I can't wait till the case comes forward, the Delphi case, because I definitely want to cover the Delphi case. Make no mistake, I want to cover that case. So yeah, hang on, y'all. Hang on, y'all. Oh, hang on. Huh. Well, darn. Hang on. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. How many of y'all? You're not stupid, Daisy. It breaks my heart having a baby and grandbabies living overseas like my Kathleen. She's in her 30s with MS. I have a precious younger daughter with addiction who cannot see her boys. I'm sorry. How many of y'all's got family member that's going to the war, that's going overseas in the war? Do we have anybody in here? He got a weird middle finger. You could identify him with that freaky finger. I know. I know. Could you imagine how surreal it would be to go on that bridge now? Um, the other night on my live, we went over that, but I couldn't imagine how freaky that would be to just be in that area where those children were hurt and that crazy man, you know, what in the world? But yeah. Let me see here, y'all. Galani Day. We talked about Galani Day the other day. What war in Israel? Yeah, people are being troops are being took over there. So your nephew's going, Alicia. I mean Alice. We talked about Jelani Day the other day, and Jelani Day is an African American student who was going to school to be a doctor, and we talked about him. Um, he was athletic, he was intelligent, he was a well rounded man. He was very into church and family, and they got pictures of him going into. Let's see if I can bring something up about Jelani Day, because his mom, Jelani Day. I'll show y'all some pictures of him. And what happened to him. I don't want to play NBC News though. His mom looks young. I can't play the news channels because they're always like freaking. I was trying to see if I could play Jelani Day. NBC would probably be better to just tell the story about Jelani Day. I want to show you all this about him. He's another one that's organs were not in him in the second autopsy. Were taken out, which I think is very, very, very. I don't know. It ain't right. Here we go. Here we go. Jelani Day. Here's his mother.
Change in his daily routine.
He missed class.
Does that sound like your brother?
No.
A reliable son goes missing. A relentless mom goes looking.
I gotta do something. I gotta go look for him.
Every second counts. But as you'll see, it would take more than a day before anyone realized the search was needed.
Hey everybody, my name is Jelani Day.
25-year-old Jelani Day was the fourth of Carmen Day's 5 children raised in Danville, Illinois. 2 girls and 3 boys.
In my house, my kids took great pride into their grades. They wanted to see who GPA could be higher than the next.
And they were all intelligent. He was a doctor student, y'all. Israel's bombing Lebanon. I thought war was growing. Yeah, that's true. But yes, this is Jelani Day's story, guys. We got to tell. Let's see.
Next one.
The kids were close and competitive. His older brothers, Save and DeAndre, admired Jelani and were proud of him.
He was very athletic, very smart, had goals.
Had countless friends in different programs and organizations he was a part of that he made a difference in.
Jelani was an A student at Alabama A&M. He was even chosen to say the prayer at graduation.
Made me feel a sense of achievement in our qualification and great excitement about our future.
I was like,
okay, so I got to get to the other part because if I don't, I'm going to get a copyright, guys.
Tuesday, August 24th. He logged into a school computer on campus at 6:20 a.m. Then, an hour later at 7:20, got coffee at this Starbucks at the ISU Student Union. That is him on security video, dressed up in black pants and a blue shirt. Take note of his outfit. Carmen says he seemed excited about a clinical session with a patient later that afternoon and called her repeatedly the day before.
he was going to go through his homework. And he said, okay, Mom, I don't want nothing. I just wanted to hear your voice. And I said, okay, babe, I'll talk to you in the morning.
Jelani did not call his mom the next day. She assumed he was busy at school. In the week since then, Carmen has carefully watched the college security video from that morning.
I see him going in a building where he's approached by two people. It looks like he talks to them and they all go into the building.
The building is Fairchild Hall, which houses the speech pathology and audiology department. Carmen says the tape shows him walking out a few minutes later.
I see him sit down on a bench and I see him looking at his phone.
Like he's reading a text or like he's looking at video or what?
It was texting.
Then Carmen says he walked back across campus and there's video of his car leaving. His mother says he must have driven to his apartment off campus. She later retraced his steps.
When I went there,
I got to stop it for a minute. Yeah, this is the young guy I was telling you about, Galani Day.
It was typical Galani. He'd take his clothes off and leave them in the floor.
About 2 hours later, around 9:12 a.m., Galani was caught on camera again in different clothes, this time wearing shorts and a Jimi Hendrix t-shirt. He was walking into the Beyond Hello marijuana dispensary, 10 minutes from campus in Bloomington. His mother says he bought one joint and left. But Galani did not go back to campus for his class at 1 o'clock that afternoon, and crucial time would pass before anyone realized something was wrong. 24 hours later, when he missed class for a second day, his professor was now concerned enough to alert the school for a wellness check.
What happened to my brother?
His brother DeAndre, a middle school teacher, was the first relative to get the news.
Police came knocking on my door saying, "We were looking for your brother." So I called my mom and my sister. "Have you heard from him?" They said no.
Immediately, Carmen knew something was terribly wrong and says she tried to convince police to go all in, even though she says they told her adults missing a short time only trigger a full search if they're in danger of hurting themselves or others. Did you tell the police that he was in danger of hurting himself or others?
I said, but at this point, I don't know. So I'm telling you, if that's what you need me to say to you, I will say anything. And he said, well, I'll get back with you.
So I can feel her frustrations. No doubt about it. I can feel her frustrations. Hang on, y'all. I probably will get a copyright on this, but it's okay.
Seriously, right away. So when Carmen reported Galani missing at 8:57 that night, they say they went to work, calling hospitals, friends, and relatives. As the investigation began, detectives focused on that security video and started looking for more pictures from stores, homes, and gas stations.
Every investigation in 2021 is...
Okay, so we're going to... Oh, look, it was during the Gabby Patino thing. It was. That's why it was kind of... Okay.
The key question remained, where on earth did Galani go? What caused him to leave this campus, change out of his dress clothes when he had such an important class that afternoon? Who was he talking to? Who was he possibly texting? What was said in any of the messages? His mother says this clearly goes far beyond the legal purchase of marijuana. Something changed, right?
Something changed.
What happened?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out.
You think the answer's on that phone?
I do. I believe that it is.
Did they ever
that day, Galani was driving a car he was proud of and careful with. A 2010 white Chrysler 300 he got from his grandfather.
He put the car in the shop, got the car painted, got the car repaired, everything, and he paid for it all by himself.
On Thursday, 2 days after his disappearance, Carmen says she received an email when a story broke saying her son's car had been found an hour north in Peru, Illinois. She says a detective finally called.
I already heard about it, so I'm mad. I'm very upset. And he said, where did you hear about it from? It's like, it's in the newspaper.
Hey, that's usually where everybody hears it from. Everybody else running their mouth.
It's on the news.
Carmen scrambled to get to a wooded area near the town's YMCA where police had been searching the car.
To me, it's unusual the way his vehicle was. You know, it was off of a parking lot inside. It wasn't like deep into a woods, but it was off a parking lot. That's very unusual to just find a car like that.
Investigators recovered several items inside. Some of the clothes he was wearing at the dispensary, a partially smoked marijuana cigar blunt, and Galani's journal. Was there a clue in what was written inside? Police won't say.
We collected a lot of evidence from the vehicle, and we were using a lot of that.
They say there's no blood. They say it doesn't look like anything was disturbed. They don't see any signs of foul play.
Does anything about this make sense?
Absolutely not. Nothing makes sense to me. There's nothing about the car being in the wooded area, the city of Peru. I never even heard of the city of Peru until we found the car.
Carmen says the car's license plate had been removed.
What does that tell you?
This is purposeful.
And soon there was more.
Yes.
Police conducted an
I believe it was purposeful, but I think they're still trying to say it was a suicide.
extensive search nearby with dogs, drones, and teams on foot. They found Galani's wallet a quarter mile from the car in a residential area.
Any money in the
There
wallet?
was no money in the wallet.
Any of his credit cards or debit cards?
Nope.
And he had those things, right?
Yes, he did.
Did you check the debit card and the credit card? Was there any activity between the time he disappeared?
No, I'm not seeing any activity.
Nothing.
Nothing.
With no sign of life, the family was frightened and frustrated and tried to find Galani on their own.
I put out this post on Facebook and I asked anybody who could and will to meet me in Peru.
How many people showed up?
More people than I expected.
She's still fighting for Galani to this day, y'all.
They organized a search near the area where the car was found. Volunteers came from as far away as Chicago. Even professional tracking dogs arrived with a handler.
They split us up into groups. There was a park across the street from this wooded area.
And they found several things, clothes and a gun clip. Carmen called police to process the evidence.
And he said to us, they collected that, what we found, but he doesn't think it had anything to do with Galani. He thinks it was somebody, a homeless person.
Then on Saturday, September 4th, a week and a half after Galani's disappearance, a partially clad, badly decomposed body was found floating face down under a tree that had fallen into the Illinois River in Peru, 3 miles from the car. Carmen raced to the scene, but says police told her she should not view the body.
Didn't even get to look at my baby. I didn't see him, and I wish I would have looked at him. I wish I would have.
The body had a double-knotted sweatshirt tied around the waist. Galani's shorts and sneakers were on a riverbank and contained unidentified DNA, raising
what?
More questions. Users and the family's DNA, it would take an excruciating 19 days for authorities to finally make a
and to hear my mother in so much pain was horrific. It was really devastating, and to get that explanation that he drowned was a slap in the face. It was an insult to us.
But the coroner also wrote, drowning is considered a diagnosis of exclusion when a body's found in water with no other obvious injury.
Did he know how to swim?
Absolutely. He swam in high school. He was
I don't want to play anymore but this is a sad, sad case, you guys. And also, the first autopsy, they took the organs out. I don't know if it actually shows this on here or not, where they took his organs out. But I'll speed it up just so I don't get a copyright strike with it, which I probably will get anyway. But
an avid swimmer. He swam all the time, working out, always at the pool.
So how did he end up in the river? Is there any chance Galani took his own life?
Galani's never had any kind of any inclination that he wanted to harm himself.
Was he on any medication
He
for
was
mental
not
illness,
nothing,
depression?
Nothing.
How much did your son have to live for?
Everything to live for. He loved life. He loved his family.
Sell online.
Well, there we go with the stupid commercials. But it's sad, y'all. It's sad. I just wanted to bring light to that case as well. You know, people quit talking about him after so many years and stuff. But his mom is still out here searching for him and still trying to find out what happened to him. I don't believe for a minute that he drowned. I think somebody knows something for sure. But guys, I've been on here for 2 hours and 19 minutes. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And I think it was 2000 when Gabby Bettino went missing, when they found out when it was the same time Gabby Patino was missing, and she got all the publicity, and Jelani Day's case didn't. So justice for him, y'all. I pray that they get the answers that they need. I think they did since then find his cell phone. I don't know if they ever did come. He was chased, shot, we assume tortured and dismembered. He's not the only one it happened to. Oh, who are you talking about, Kilbister? Who are you talking about? He was a handsome young man. So sad. Yes. Yes, I would play more, but they're probably going to copyright me. 2021, before Summer went missing. Was that when Gabby Patino? It was the same time Gabby Patino, I think. I don't know. I might be wrong. Thank you, Debbie Nelson. Thank you. I think we had a good live, too. We didn't let anyone interfere or anything like that. And I'm going to take me a day of rest tomorrow. We all know tomorrow's the Sabbath. So I'll see you guys back on Monday. I love you guys. Take care. Get outside. Say your prayers. Eat your good food. And have a happy, happy life, y'all. Have some peace. Y'all take care. Pray for these babies to be found. Pray for justice for these children that's lost their life. And Jelani Day, Rachel Morin. I pray that they find out what happened to them. Jelani was found, but Rachel's never been found. So, I mean, Rachel was found and Jelani was found, but they still haven't found who did it. So, let's pray for them. Woo! Y'all have a good night. I'm going to bed. I love y'all. Stay prayed up. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and being here with me tonight and staying with me. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.